Move the ball and stick it to me.
What's up, Pack Nation? It's Pack Gaming here. Now in NBA 2K18, they released a lot of brand new historic teams for the game, but there's a lot of franchises that don't have any teams at all or only have one, and that's a disgrace to those teams. So I want to talk about the 5 teams that really need more historic teams or a single historic team in NBA 2K18. Now I didn't pick the Pacers or the Suns just for the simple reason that those teams do not have the rights to the best player, Reggie Miller or Charles Barkley. So I was like, there's no really reason to even try to discuss those. So at number 5 is the SuperSonics, because technically they have 2 teams. They have the Oklahoma City Thunder team with KD, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden, and they have the SuperSonics teams with Gary Payton and Sean Kemp. But if we're talking just SuperSonics, there's only technically one. And there was 3 teams that they could add. They could add the 1978-1979 NBA champions with Gus Williams, Dennis Johnson, and Jack Sigma. They could add the 2004-2005 Ray Allen team with Rashard Lewis, or they could add the 2008-2009 team with KD, but they weren't very good. So at number 4, it's the Utah Jazz. For a team that's so historically great in the NBA, you would think they'd have more teams, but in fact they only have one. And that is the Karl Malone, John Stockton team. The team they could add is the 2006-2007 Jazz with Carlos Boozer, Darren Williams, and Mehmet Okur balling out, and then Derek Fisher and AK-47 on the team too. Plus they had CJ Miles. Like, bro, this team was pretty decent, and they made it to the conference finals that year. At number 3 are the Charlotte Bobcats, and they have no team at all in NBA 2K18. And it's understandable, they weren't around very long and they were never really that good. However, they did make the playoffs 2 times. And the one I was thinking of was in 2009 and 2010 when they had prime Steven Jackson and prime Gerald Wallace. Plus they had Raja Bell. I like Raja Bell, he was a good player. Or you had the 2011-2012 team where they had one of the worst records in NBA season and the lockout season. And it'd be pretty fun to be like, hey, I just beat you with Gerald Henderson as my best player. Kind of one of those fun teams where if your friend's ever talking trash, you use the Bobcats and beat them. At number 2, it's the Los Angeles Clippers. This is another team that hasn't had a lot of success in its history, basically. But there were 2 occasions I was thinking they could probably add a team. They could have the 2012-2013 Lob City team. Even though it's not that far ago, we also have like the Warriors from 2 years ago. And you have the usual suspects with Chris Paul, Blake Griffin, and younger DeAndre Jordan. Plus you have Jamal Crawford, Chauncey Billups, Eric Bledsoe, Caron Butler, Grant Hill, Lamar Odom. This team is OP. Or you can have the 2005-2006 Elton Brand in his prime team. Either one, but I'd rather have Lob City. And then finally at number 1, it is the Washington Wizards. They have no team at all in NBA 2K18, except for obviously their all-time team and then their actual team. But there were 3 teams they could probably add. They could have the championship-winning Bullets team from 1977 to 78 with Elvin Hayes, Bob Danbridge, and Wes Unseld. They have all those players in the game already. You can have the 2004-2005 Gilbert Arenas, Larry Hughes, and Antoine Jameson. The problem with that though is that 2K doesn't have the rights to Gilbert Arenas, so it's kind of like an up-in-the-air thing. But this is a personal one, sorry. They have the 2001-2002 Grandpa Jordan team with Richard Hamilton and Kwame. I think that'd be kind of a fun team to use, but that's just my opinion. But that's it for this video, guys. Those are the 5 franchises that need more teams or a team at all in NBA 2K18. What do you think should be on this list? Leave it in the comments below. If you like my channel, please give my channel a sub, and I'll see you guys next time.
Move the ball and stick it to me.